Hello, I'm Bobby Grizik, and welcome to this book review, part 2. In this part of my Dune House series book review, I'm going to be covering the audiobook presentation of the House series presented by Tantor Media. House Atreides, House Harkonnen, and House Corrino are the 3 books that are covered in this review in terms of audio presentation. If you'd like to watch a detailed review of the books themselves, without many spoilers, please see my part 1 of this review. So, the audio presentation of the Dune House series. It's read by Scott Brick, a fantastic reader. Scott manages to capture the essence of the Dune universe extremely well with his voice, and he really brings life to all these characters that you read about in these books. He also does a fantastic job of reading certain characters very well, including Hasmir Venring. Just the way Scott takes this character and reads the part is fantastic. The book is completely read from beginning to end by Scott, so the continuity is phenomenal. The sound quality is excellent. The packaging is very nice. You get it in a nice plastic box with each book is individual, but you get each book in these plastic boxes. Each disc is inside in an individual sleeve, and the sleeves are a bit difficult to open at first. Once you get them open, you should have no problem leafing through them a second time. My only drawback from the Tantor Media production, one and 2 drawbacks. One, as I mentioned in my Dead Witch Walking comparison review, the Tantor Media discs are CDRs, meaning they are CDs that you could buy at Walmart, at Best Buy, wherever you buy blank CDs. That is what you're getting. Basically, a blank CD that is lavishly packaged and very expensive. You are getting roughly, I think, 20 discs. I think that's about right. Per book, sometimes 21 or 22, depending on the book. I didn't double check that beforehand, but I know it's somewhere between 20 and 22 discs between these 3 novels individually. So you are getting a good number of discs. And on the surface, they look like they're professionally manufactured and produced, and I guess they are in a sense, but they are CDRs. That being the case, there is room for error in the manufacturing process. And in my case, I happen to be the guy that got stuck with a blank House Harkonnen Disc 6, which was a bit annoying when I got to that point in reading, and I did have to call Tantor Media, and they were rather prompt at replacing my disc, so I want to thank Tantor for doing that free of charge. They sent me the replacement disc. But by that same token, if you're purchasing an audiobook at the price that the audiobooks are priced at, you would expect better quality control. And as I mentioned in my audiobook video, quality control in the audiobook industry is lacking. Another problem with Tantor Media Discs with the Dune House series is the labeling of the discs. Not so much on the visual sense. They are labeled rather nicely, but nice large print. The numbers are big so you can see them easily. But when you put them into a laptop computer, or any computer for that matter, and bring them up on Windows Media Player, they will register as unknown artist, unknown album, as opposed to Dune, House Atreides Disc 1, and so on and so forth. And in the artist section, unknown artist as opposed to Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson, or audiobook, or whatever the case. So as I mentioned in my previous reviews, what I do is I go through and meticulously label these things to read what they should read, or what I'd like them to read in my case. So I have them labeled as Dune House series. And then inside that folder, I have the individual books, and I've gone through each disc and marked each one. Disc 1, Disc 2, depending on the book. It is a little time consuming, but for organization purposes, and because I like to reread my books that I like quite often, it's convenient for me to have them organized once I can go through and do so. So those are my gripes with the Tantor Media Discs. The sound quality, as I said, is phenomenal. I do appreciate Scott reading the entire book, and I appreciate his embellishment to the characters and the way he reads them. So, how to rate the audiobook? The audiobook presentation, the packaging, and the discs as a whole, I would say would be an 8 out of 10. Merely because there is some quality control issues. I am going to recommend you buy the audiobooks as opposed to getting the Audible version. Get the audio CDs, and you won't be sorry. These are fantastic to have for your audiobook collection. You will definitely enjoy Scott reading these books, and they are a wonderful introduction to this this franchise of sorts that has evolved with Kevin J. Anderson, Brian Herbert writing these Dune novels and filling in these missing pieces for us that Frank Herbert was not able to do so. So definitely get the House series audiobooks. They are expensive, but they are, by that same token, worth it. I don't regret my purchase of the House series. I would have liked it to have been a bit more complete in terms of Disc 6 of House Harkonnen not being blank. But, as I said, they were prompt in replacing my copy, and they were rather courteous when I spoke to them and very accommodating. If you have any questions about my gripes with audiobooks in general, or my I have an audiobook video that you can now watch on this channel, which details audiobooks and problems that are consistent across the board with different companies in terms of the overall presentation, manufacturing, and such. And if any authors are watching, or book companies, and you'd like me to review a specific book that I may not be inclined to buy because of the exorbitant prices of audiobooks, feel free to contact me, and I will provide you with my mailing information, and I will gladly review any book that you should want to send. I enjoy my audiobooks. I love to read, and as being a visually impaired individual, that is my means of reading, via audio. Cheers to Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson. Cheers to Scott Brick. But out of 10, I would give this audio presentation 8 out of 10. Thank you for watching my video, and for any information, feel free to contact me. And happy reading, everyone. Have a great night, great day, wherever the hell you are, and take care. Bye.